Hello guys, welcome to another episode of our F122 MyTeam career mode here with SFM Racing Team. Now, from the title and from the lack of uploads over this past month, you'll understand that I have not really been with you guys. I've had a little break. I say a little break, I've had quite a big break actually. It was needed, to be honest with you. But yeah, it was a big break. I've had a few problems going on in my life, but I'm back for now. I'm not going to give you guys a schedule because I will be starting work soon, and I can't guarantee, obviously, how I'm going to be with my health as well. But for now, I'm just going to keep going. You're going to get videos when I can upload them. This series and the WWE Universe mode. I'm sorry about that as well, guys. That will be coming back as well. But I'll upload when I can. And just don't expect daily videos because I just do not think I can physically do that. So I'm just going to try my best. We're going to get as many videos done as we possibly can. And make sure that you guys can actually get some content on this channel. Rather than me just forgetting or being not capable enough to record. So yeah, I'm now going to hand over to Post Chris because I just thought I'd add this bit in at the start so you guys can understand what's happened, what's been going on, why there's been no videos. And I hope you guys can forgive me and hopefully this season will get entertaining for you guys. Hello ladies and gentlemen, and like I said in the intro, apologies for everything that went on before. With the break, but we are back. We're going to try our very best to keep things going. As you can see in the background, we've got upgrades going on the car. Looked to do another aero one, but we couldn't. We've done, I believe, all of the chassis. We've got this one here going on. Can't rush it. We don't have the department for it, but we're going to put that on the car. And yeah, we're going to try and get back into the cycle of giving you videos. You're going to get videos again. This is race number 5, I believe, of the season for Miami. Brand new racetrack. First time you'll see me racing around here. I do actually up the difficulty in this race as well. Edging myself up. I'm up to 82 now, so I'm just trying to get comfortable with the game and see how far off we're going to be, basically. As we get a department event in the background, we're going to choose our rival, and we're going to choose Daniel Ricciardo, because Ricciardo should be easier to beat than Lando Norris. To be honest, the McLarens are going to be quite hard to beat anyway. But yeah, the way we've been doing things so far in this game, as you can see a background challenge going on. The way we've been doing things lately is I've been very, very good in qualifying like I was in the RSF1 season last year on the last game, but I've been struggling in the race. Now, that is where the difficulty problem comes in, because I don't want to put the difficulty too high for qualifying, and then I'm nowhere in the race, because that is kind of what's been going on with me on this game as well. So I've still been a quali expert, and it's a little bit annoying to deal with. But yeah, we're going to get the difficulty right eventually. And also keep your eyes out as well for another series coming. So this is what I'm saying. The new series will be live on my Twitch. Twitch.tv/Chris12LFC. It'll be on that channel. And that's where you're going to see a co-op career come in with my good friend Michael. So that's going to be a very, very interesting thing going on. Love a bit of co-op career. Obviously, it's online, so there's no mistakes, there's no flashbacks. So it's all going to be about whether you can put a good lap together. And we're going to start in the same team originally, and then we'll see what happens. So that's going to be something to look forward to. Our first episode is going to be on Tuesday. I'll tweet out on my Twitter, which I believe is Chris12LFC as well, for when we're going to go live. But at the moment, it's Tuesday. I will give you a time roughly in the future. Maybe about 7:30, 8 o'clock I will go with as an estimate. But you can see in the background, we're changing the setups because obviously, since the update, the tyre pressures have changed. So if you've got your tyre pressures maximum at the rear, you're likely to lock up and have wheel spin, sorry. I meant not lock up. You can't lock up the rears unless you're running brakes as we get on the curb and spin. That's our first mistake. Now, this happens a lot with a brand new track. You can see we come around here, our teammates just in front, we get on the curb, throw ourselves into the wall, and that's run 1 gone. But you can see we managed to do an actual okay lap, nothing special, but this is going to be our best lap of the qualifying session that I can remember anyway. As we come through turn 3, long right-hander, absolute nightmare of a corner, but we keep it there. Now into turn 4 where we spun last time. We still get on the curb, but don't actually spin the car this time because the car's a little bit more predictable, a little bit more grippy. Now we're coming around the long left-hander where you can lose it since the new patch on the game, but we are okay at the minute, but up by 4/10 of a second. We're doing an okay lap. Like I said before, qualifying is our thing. We're in 12th place right now. Can we do enough to get ourselves into Q2? Now Q2, there is a little prediction of a potential rain shower. Now that could be problematic. It depends when it comes. Can we get out, do a lap before the rain comes in, if we do get that far? Or will we be caught out? Will anybody be caught out, basically? It could absolutely mix up the grid. As you can see, 5/10 up now. I really like this section. Didn't nail it though, and dropped a couple tenths. Now we're coming down the back straight. As Mark says, rain in about 10 to 15 minutes from now, which is definitely running into the new session. So what we're going to do, are we going to be involved in that new session? As we come into the hard braking zone of the left-hander, get very good traction. You can see we gain about 2/10 there, 3/10 now, half a second up, come into the line. What we're going to do, hug the inside, and it's P7, which is going to be P10. We're into Q2. Now, can we time this perfectly in Q2? As you can see, we're miles ahead of our teammate, hence why I'm definitely going to up the difficulty, probably up to about 86, 88, and just keep going until I get ready to a difficulty I would like to run. Now, I play a lot of online, as you can see, like I said about the co-op, so AI online are better. So it's about trying to find the right balance. But you can see, we are now starting our lap, and it's already raining. It's already coming down. So let's just hope we can do just enough to get ourselves through here. It's going to be tricky. If we can get ourselves through this session, because a lot of drivers haven't come out of the pits. You can see they're in the pit lane now. We've got Sebastian Vettel just in front of us in the Aston Martin. He needs to move out of the way at the nearest available opportunity, and he does, just in the right place. Could have been a bit problematic that with a bit of contact with the German, but we're alright at the moment. As you can see, now drivers are coming out of the pits. The rain is getting stronger. We're coming around. This will probably be our best lap of the qualifying session. As we come around the left-hander, slightly on the curb, lose it slightly. Now you'll hug the inside here. What we're going to do is going to be P2 at the minute, 7/10 off George Russell. Is that going to be enough? I don't know, but we're going to see if we can continue. As you can see, the track conditions are already worse. They're already awful as we lose the back end and we spin the car. That's not ideal, and that is the end of our session, but we are through P9. We're in Q3. We've done enough here in changeable conditions to get ourselves into Q3, which is really good news. And now we're into Q3 as we lose the back end. Try and catch it, but then, oh no! We reset ourselves into the wall. We caught the crash and then re-crashed into the wall. That was too many changes of direction, and it was just the car wouldn't grip. As you can see here on the replay, we tried to correct it, tried to get it right, but then lost it again and went flying into the wall as the Red Bull comes around at the perfect time to see us sat in a wall. That is unfortunate for us. As you can see, we're retiring now, but we're going to be starting in the top 10, regarding we have no penalties and no damage to the car that we got to replace. But we should be okay to start in the top 10. No laps set in Q3. But we are doing well.
Welcome to the Magic City. We're here at the Miami International Autodrome, the home of the Hard Rock Stadium, a multi-purpose sports and entertainment hub which has hosted Super Bowls, Baseball World Series, numerous rock concerts, and now, for the first time, Formula One. Sitting at the southeastern coast of Florida, the Miami International Autodrome has 19 corners and 3.36 miles of racing. It's a circuit designed to encourage close racing while meeting the highest safety standards. Either way, I'm sure it's one that will please the fans. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Charles Leclerc lines up on pole position. And the smooth operator Carlos Sainz completes the front row. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Verstappen, Perez, George Russell and Hamilton, Norris, Ricciardo, Magnussen and Buchan, Mick Schumacher, Gasly, Fernando Alonso and Vettel, Joe, Stroll, Valtteri Bottas and Esteban Ocon, Albon, Liam Lawson, Tsunoda and Nicholas Latifi. That's it then, it's time to go racing as we head down trackside for today's race. Anthony Davidson joins me once again in the commentary box. Ant, it's fantastic to have you with us here, but I'm curious, as a man with experience out on the track, how do you stop those pre-race nerves from becoming overwhelming when you're lining up on the grid?
Well, I imagine they'll be starting to feel the adrenaline as they anticipate the run down into turn 1, a bit like preparing to go into battle. The unknown situation will bring nerves, but that's a good thing. It will keep them focused on the moment and on their surroundings as we build towards the start of the Grand Prix.
After the points finished last race, let's aim to keep that momentum going.
Now, you might be getting used to seeing the green colour, but that could well change in the future. Potentially, we could be changing to a yellowish colour. I don't know, I might be mixing it up. We're going to see, but enjoy the green for now. But because there's another green car on the grid, there might be a change very soon. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. But for now, let's gear ourselves up here for the first Miami Grand Prix of the F1 series. As we can see, coming around to the grid, doing our little customary warm-up, a little burnout to the line, and hopefully get a purple, which we do. Lovely. So we're going to be sat in behind Ricciardo, who is our rival, so he's beaten us in qualifying. That's unfortunate. But let's see what we can do off the grid. 5 red lights. And it's go, go, go here for the Miami Grand Prix. Can we get a decent turn 1? We're going to try and go down the inside of Ricciardo, are we? We're side by side, a little bit of space left, nothing too bad there. So we're still going. We're into P5. What a start that is. We've got past Hamilton, Russell, Ricciardo, and I think that's it actually, and maybe a couple other drivers. But you can see Hamilton down our inside. Trying to go down the inside. We leave him the position. We let him have it as we now go through the right-hander. Trying to come back onto the racetrack there. And we get it slightly wrong. Lose the back end, I think. Maybe some contact with George Russell. And as you can see, we're sat in the trap, nowhere to go. And Guan Yu Zhou crashed into us. And we get a 5-second penalty for it. Explain that, game. Why would I get a 5-second penalty for him not being aware that I'm sat there in the track? Absolutely ridiculous. But hey-ho, we've been punished for him driving into us like a cretin. It doesn't matter. You can see, we're now trying to pass Tsunoda down the back straight. Can we go down the inside of Tsunoda? As you can see, Guan Yu Zhou, Liam Lawson, our teammates in the pits, as well as, I think, a Williams? Yeah, it looks like Latifi, as Tsunoda gets us back. So we're battling now with Yuki Tsunoda for basically the last of the runners, which is not ideal. Yeah, I mean, it's gone horribly wrong for us. Just a random kick of oversteer and the car just killed us. I believe that's what happened anyway. And that 5-second penalty, which we're going to have to serve in the pit lane when we box, is ridiculous. I can't stress that enough. Absolutely crazy penalty to pick up, because I didn't do a damn thing wrong. But it is what it is. As we go down the inside of Tsunoda, he doesn't even care about our existence, turns in on us, and nearly spins us. That's unfortunate, but we go again. Now we're getting a little bit frustrated with Tsunoda's antics and the AI's antics in general. As you can see, coming into this corner, we're just going to send it down the inside, and yet again he turns into us like we don't exist. Doesn't leave us any space, but we don't care this time. He gets damage, we pass him. Maybe he should learn to drive and have some racecraft. Absolutely terrible from the AI, as always, as we nearly squeeze him into the wall. But that's just pure frustration. At this point, I didn't know he has damage, but you can see in a moment, he will dive into the pit lane. He doesn't hit us this time, but he hit us before. And you can see now, Yuki Tsunoda goes into the pit lane. Maybe gets some racecraft, you absolute pillock. And that is his race ruined for being a moron. And now, we're into P18. Can we close the gap on Albon in front of us? Obviously, We got the penalty looming over our heads, which we're going to serve at some point relatively soon. But we are closing the gap. There are new replay cameras for this race. Mainly because I wanted to actually get a video out for you guys. So I just completely cut out the replay cameras because that adds about an hour onto the recording. Maybe an hour and a half. So I decided not to do that for now. But as Liam Lawson goes for a stupid two-stop strategy. Don't really know what he's doing. But he's in the pits again. And you can see now we're catching up with Albon, who is all over the back of Bottas. That Williams car is looking a little bit better now. So that's good for the Williams team. But we are gaining. We are absolutely flying right now. For the next race, I don't believe we've got a upgrade coming. So I can imagine we're going to slip further back because, like I said, as you can see, Albon and Bottas hitting each other in front. The AI just don't race each other either. They just have no visual awareness for any other car. They just drive into you. They don't care. As you can see, we're trying to set up Albon. We set up Albon and he just turns into us. Give some space, man. The AI need to be improved. They have no awareness for where anybody is. You go for any move and they will just take you out. If they're behind you, they will just take you out. They are ridiculous. As that's a late move there from Albon. That nearly forces into the back of him. But as we try and go round the outside, make the move stick as he tries to hit us. This is what I'm saying. You're side by side. You leave them space. They're a little bit further behind you. They back out the corner. But they don't. They just drive into you. It's so frustrating to deal with as Albon side by side hits us again. This is just ridiculous. You can't race these morons. You just can't. If you go side by side of anybody, they're just going to put you in a wall. I've had it happen so many times now, and it is doing my head in. I can't lie. They definitely need to patch the AI. Granted, they're aggressive. I love the fact they're aggressive, as our DRS has failed here, hence why we got no DRS open, guys. But they need to tone them down on the aggression, just so that they've got some awareness. As we're coming into the pits right behind Bottas, just stacking behind Bottas. Decent entry to the pit lane. But yeah, as I was saying, just tone down the aggression. Know when they need to be aggressive. Know when to battle. Rather than literally drive into you at every attempt. It is ridiculous. It's the stupidest thing I've ever seen. But hopefully they'll be looking into it. Because it's not been reported by just me. It's been reported by a lot of actually credited F1 YouTubers for the AI's stupidness. Especially online. Online they're worse. Online they just don't care. As Perez has retired from the Grand Prix. Sergio Perez is out. And that is Red Bull losing a driver from high up. As we're now going to try and attack Albon. Trying to go down the inside of Alex. Albon, is he going to give us the space? Nope, he drives into us. But it's fine. We make the move stick. He turned into the corner, even though I'm actually side by side with him. No awareness, no racecraft. But it is what it is. Past him. Now, can we close the gap on Bottas? Obviously, he was ahead of these two before we had to serve that dumb 5-second penalty that I gained. And, yeah, let's see. Let's see if we can do anything. As you can see from the Albon pass, our DRS has been mended. So that's good. It gives us a chance to actually battle some people. But I think Bottas might potentially be our last chance at an overtake. I think going further forward, which is a 10-second gap, by the way. I think going further forward might be a little bit tricky. As we try to pass Bottas, put him offline. Trying to go round the outside. Is he going to give us space? Nope. None at all. None given at all. But we're side by side. We get the ERS acceleration. We're going to get the DRS. At the moment, he's gaining on us. But as soon as our DRS opens, we go away from him. As you can see, they have patched that part of the AI. Thank heavens. So that's good. But he's still side by side. Can we just hold it around the outside? No. Bottas is still there. Can we hold it? Can we hold it? He gets on the curb. Makes a silly mistake. I gave him all the space in the world because I wasn't sure what he was going to do. And we make the move. And we're closing in on the last few laps of this race now. We should be able to stay ahead of Bottas. I think we'll be able to gap him now that we've got the position. We would definitely had more pace than him. So let's see if we can. As he's sticking with us here through the first sector. which is a little bit concerning. But there you can see, now coming into the final lap, Charles Leclerc wins the race. We did catch Ocon a little bit, but yeah, we've gapped Bottas by 9 seconds, and this is going to be a disappointing P15 after starting in P10.
Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
What a drive that was to take the win for Ferrari today. So, Anthony, what made the difference out there today?
I think it was clear what the main contributing factor.
Here come our winners now, a thrilling race and a tremendous effort by Ferrari. Their history is well known, so it's no surprise to fans the world over to see them come out on top once again. Let's have a look then at the driver's standings. Charles Leclerc, currently leading the championship standings, extends his lead even further with this result. So, Anthony Davidson, who would you rank as your driver of the day?
Well, for me, it's got to be Lewis Hamilton.
And as you can see, I'm going to talk over that now because it doesn't matter for us. P15 with a 32.0 as our fastest lap, which is 1.7 seconds faster than Liam Lawson, which does mean the difficulty will be going up, and I'm going to risk it. I'm going to put it up to 88, maybe even 90 actually, because I think that was on 82 for that race, so we'll probably go up to 90, try out 90, see what that's like. But yeah, that was a little bit too fast, I think, from us, and yeah, unfortunately, that is what it is. We've lost the rivalry this weekend as well to Daniel Ricciardo, but we can claim that back in future races, hopefully. But yes, I don't know what to make of it. As you can see, our driver claims are both at 6, me and Liam, and 7 on the team acclaim. So we need to just build, do what we can, get this car drivable. Salve annoyed of us because we didn't beat our rival, but I mean, what did Salve expect? If I'm completely honest with you, I was never going to beat my rival because he's in a McLaren, and it is what it is. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that will be the end of this episode. Yes, it's been a long time. I won't leave it so long next time. Next episode, next video on my channel probably will be a WWE one, hopefully. If not, it'll be the next race, which will be the Spanish Grand Prix. I will try my very best to get a video done for you guys. Yeah. Anyway, I've been Chris12 LFC, and I will see you later.